All right. Funny. Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of DriveStream with Jason and Maggie. We just got off work. We are going to head on home and just enjoy the rest of this cloudy day. I'm not going to fly my drones today. It's just not very nice outside. And I don't really want it to rain on me when I'm outside also and all that great stuff. But that's fine. You know, it is what it is. It's the weather, right? I should have taken advantage of the good weather yesterday. So lesson learned there, you know, for one, fly when it's sunny out, because you never know if the sun will be out tomorrow. Right. But I had a really good day today. I was planning to work from home, and I think around 9 o'clock or so, for lack of a better term, I was summoned to go to the office today to listen in on a rehearsal that one of our friends is doing for his keynote speech, for his presentation that he is doing for a program that he's participating in. So he's one of the guest speakers, and he's doing giving a speech, if you will, giving a talk on, hey, what's going on, Dusty? How are you? Just on our way home. Maggie's in the back. You can probably see her jacket, yeah? So thanks for hanging out, bro. Appreciate you. But yeah, this person that I was called in to listen in on happens to be a former Blue Angel. And I mean, is it correct to say, yeah, once a Blue Angel, always a Blue Angel? You know, I mean, they bleed blue and gold, right? Just like all of us. But he is a retired naval officer, no longer on active duty, but he served and flew the Blue Angel jets. You guys know what I'm talking about? The Navy's demonstration team that flies FA-18s. And so even Maggie has a blue jacket. Yes. She does. That's her favorite color. I assume anyway, because that's what we get for her. But that's actually a raincoat that she's wearing right now, because it's raining outside. But yeah, I was asked to go into work today. I was planning to work from home, and I was asked to go in to at least, provide feedback and critique this former Blue Angel speech, who said he's, given these types of speeches and talks and keynotes and presentations before in the past, but it's been so long because he's not worn the uniform in a while. He's not had a public speaking engagement. So of course it wasn't just me, but my management team was there to provide feedback. And just like anything, we always recognize that feedback is a gift, be it good, be it bad. If it's something that you like hearing, that piece of feedback that is, then you can accept it as a gift. If you don't like it, then you could always say, thank you very much, I appreciate the feedback, and call it a day and not accept it. And you don't have to say, well, I don't like that idea. What it is just, hey, the key to it all was just listening to, I guess, us as critiquers. And I believe that he took something out of it just to polish up his presentation the way he had it. Now, I would submit, just because he's a Blue Angel, I already expected excellence. And that's what he was talking about, a culture of excellence, and how they do it at the Blue Angels. And it was really cool to see, because we only see the 6 jets. I mean, they've only got 6 airplanes. There's only 6 pilots. So if one of them is down, then, they're either not going to fly, or they're going to perform the demonstration without that one person flying, And so it's not just the 6 pilots and the 6 jets, though. According to, what I learned today, for one also, it's just as well. Bella, thank you for joining this afternoon. Appreciate you hanging out with us. It's about teamwork, So he provided some really good examples of teamwork, of excellence, and the things that made the Blue Angels the Blue Angels. Because again, it's just those pilots, the demonstration pilots. It's the crew, the maintainers, the back end support. When something needs to get fixed, it's not, hey, you know, it's going to take time to get fixed. You know, they don't knock off at 5 p.m. They get the job done. They get that bird back in the air. He said they've changed out a whole motor in 2 hours before. And it wasn't because they, you know, I mean, it's because they get the job done. It is not raining right now. It was raining earlier, which is why I'm all, you know, rain jacket. You know, me, I have my rain jacket. Maggie has her rain jacket. And apologies for not paying too much attention to the chat feed here. I did not set up the secondary phone, so it's easier for me to see. I am driving, and that's what I want to focus in on. But I wanted to share with you, you know, this experience that I had today, because I was being of service to this you know, our friend who wanted to make his speech, his presentation better. And so all my managers, we provided feedback, and I told him, hey, first thing first, you know, because today was his first rehearsal. It's reps, just like with anything, be it drone flying. You know, the more you fly, the better you get at it. You know, the more you fly, you know, the better you get at performing a specific maneuver. The more time, when you fail at doing something, it's not just a failure. You know, it's also a learning experience, and one needs to look at it from that perspective. I mean, one of my kids yesterday, during the SeaTac Source program that I teach, you know, one girl, she was really upset after her first flight. She wasn't able to fly. She's like, I couldn't do it. And I said, hey, quit acting like that. You're here to learn how to fly. We always start off crawling, laying on the net. And you're not gonna fly like, you know, I'm not gonna kick you into the wind like a baby bird kicks the baby bird, or like a mother kicks the baby bird out of the nest and expects the bird to fly. We're turning the wind speed up gradually, making sure that you can control yourself on the net first as the wind speed gets higher, higher and higher. And there's something else that I keyed in on yesterday, that changing the flight suits out, you know, giving something that's a little bit less loose, for example, in the legs, actually helped with this kid's ability to straighten their legs, for example, you know. And so I had two students that way, and I got one of them I actually got both of them off the net and flying yesterday afternoon, and it was such a huge success. Big smile on her face, big smile on the other girl's face, and they were extremely happy. I was so proud of them that they were able to do it, you know. And now that they know how to do it, it's just, hey, let's practice doing this more and more, turning up the wind speed. Let's see how high you can actually fly, fast-wise, speed-wise, how high you can go elevation-wise, you know, with control, once again, you know. And so it's a process. You can't just learn and expect to fly sabang, you know, that freestyle where you're just like flip, 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 twist, 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 barrel, barrel on the first go. It's sight picture, you know. I mean, I remember when I first picked up my drone, you know, and I started flying it, and I think the battery was like, what, 15 minutes with the DJI FPV drone, right? 15-minute battery in the goggles. I got seasick. I got motion sickness. I thought to myself, well, having been seasick in the past, right, on a boat, I knew that it would just take a matter of time before I got my sea legs. And same thing with drones, you know, wearing the goggles, right? You wear it and you do things smarter, right? For one, also, where for one, apologies, I got some traffic that wants to merge in front of me, and I'm maneuvering a little bit. But okay, in order to help me get over being seasick and motion sickness sooner, I started flying with the goggles on, but sitting down. And once I was able to do that while sitting, right, I was like, all right, cool. Now I'll stand up, but lean against the fence, lean against a tree, lean against a truck. And then I progressed to being able to stand on a flat surface. Now, I mean, I'm not going to do it standing on one foot, but with time, with practice, with reps, I'll be able to do that with 1 foot, you know. And could I potentially see a need for having to fly with 1 foot? I mean, I've flown on an incline, so where 1 foot was higher than the other, you know, bent leg, it was a little bit irritating to have to fly like that, because, I mean, just standing there like that in the first place became tiresome, because I'm not used to standing like that. Used to standing with balanced legs. If I had balanced legs, I'd be tilted over, right? On the side of the hill. And that was just in my backyard, of course. But the point is, you know, we apply, different things to different, to everything. But what I told him was, talking about service and how I was of service to someone today. Hey, get your reps in, talk more. I've gotten better, for one, at live streaming by getting my reps in, by practicing on a daily basis on what I'm going to say, formulating the thoughts and expressing them to you guys, looking at the camera when it's safe, of course, while I'm drive streaming, and getting better at it. I mean, I had a live stream, I think it was yesterday or the day before, where audio was cutting in and out, and again, because I didn't get the reps in, I don't do it on a regular basis. It was a little bit messed up, and I prefer to have an excellent live stream, excellent quality video, excellent quality audio for you as my loyal subscribers, my loyal viewers who want to listen to me speak and maybe gain something from what I have to say. But that's how I was of service today, but by providing some, well, I would submit much needed feedback to our friend's speech. And so, and in addition to that, I got something out of it as well. Listening to him talk about culture. Culture is, what do you call it? The soul and muscle of an organization. Huge. Define culture, of course, right? And we at iFly Virginia Beach have a very strong culture, very defined culture. I'm not going to go into that today, but it's pretty awesome to hear, what he's talking about. And my biggest piece of feedback that I provided, to him was more along the lines of repetitions so that he can get better at talking or speaking about what he wants to say and making it happen for himself, because it's not just about, it's, oh wow, the clouds are kind of clear. No, it's not blue. I see the cloud cover moving. I'm like, oh, maybe I will fly my drone, but I'm not going to, So let's see here. I like watching FPV videos. Haven't been in Goo goggles, really want to try, but I don't like heights, so I'm not sure how it will go. You know what, Dusty? Try and see, I mean, I guess you could buy an Amazon, one on Amazon, a whole kit, and connect it up. If you don't like it, I guess you could always return it, right? Just disconnect it or unbind it from your account when you actually do return it. Or you may find that you actually like it, I mean, I wouldn't say that I don't like heights, but I just enjoy flying, and that feeling of feeling like a bird, which is why I love flying my drone. MKCTV, thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon. Keyframe Aerial Photography, thank you for joining. Also, Unica Angel 10, I appreciate you I threw up, but I didn't swallow first time I flew FPV. Bro, I hear you. I was close to that point, but didn't quite. I remember just being so dizzy afterwards because it's a different orientation. I mean, I still move my head when I fly my drone. In fact, on the simulator, I still move my head around when I'm banking hard. I just, because the brain with the eyes, it wants to move also. And with time, with practice, with reps, that will go away too. M-Drone, that's so funny, bro. Yeah, that's why I can't fly FPV 30 seconds and I'm out. Maybe go 30 seconds or maybe go 29. 29 times, 29 seconds 3 times, and then, hey, let's go 30 seconds 3 times and go 31, 35. You get the point. If you had a desire to do that, but if you say to yourself, yeah, I'll never fly like that, you like the shots and you're good at what you got, then there's no reason to put the goggles on. It all depends on how one wants to experience their flight. How one wants to experience their flight, how one wants to capture the videos. I mean, I really enjoy being in the goggles because for me, it's like I'm there, like I'm in the air. Clearly, if you're flying and you're looking at a screen, you don't have that feeling. For me, I don't have that feeling. You know, having flown parachutes to the ground before, you know, I miss it, but I'll never fly a parachute again unless I were to get recalled back onto active duty. You know, which who knows what's going to happen in the Pacific, right? The War of the Pacific, when that kicks off. But yeah, I don't ever intend to jump out of airplanes ever again, unless the need presents itself. But yeah, no, I was very happy to be of service to Matt, and I look forward to seeing the next iteration with the edits that he does to his presentation. You know, both the PowerPoint slides, what he talks about. You know, oh, and the other piece that I guess nugget of gold, if you will, pearl of wisdom idea that I gave to him was maybe just like we always do. You know, what's the bottom line? You know, put that up front, and you guys have, you know, seen that in my videos. Bottom line up front. This is how you do it, and then you talk through it. And for him, it would be bottom line up front. Tell us the stories that support that bottom line up front, the bluff, and then end it with a reiteration of that bottom line. And that's the presentation, you know, the stories inside of it. And, you know, with him being a former Blue Angel, he's got lots of great stories to share, you know, I'm sure. So, Mudball Don, thanks for hanging out too, bro. Hi, Maggie and Jason, I guess. Indeed. No, she is the important one, right? Maggie, Mudball Don says hello. Who's that, Dad? I don't know who that is, Dad. Oh, Don, Mudball. Hi, Don, Mudball. Oh, she's looking. You're goofy. You're funny, Mags. But yeah, we are home now, so I will start my goodbyes at this time. I may actually do a live stream later on. Will it be an unboxing, or will I just make a video of the unboxing, or do you want to see me unbox this my new toy? It's an actual toy, but it's directly in line with my hobbies of drone flying and my newest hobby. For those of you that have been hanging out, you know, and listening to me talk about my new hobby, do you know what I'm talking about? You know, let's see, I'll catch up on the chat when I pull into the driveway here. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to grab the mail real quick also before we pull all the way into the driveway. I got to cut that tree out, I think. Huh. No mail yet. Oh, it should have. It's already 5 p.m. out here on the East Coast. Let's see here. And I wonder how the Wi-Fi will kick in when I pull up next to the house. But all right, cool. We dropped from cell phone. It switched from cell phone to home Wi-Fi. Apparently my Wi-Fi is pretty strong here now that I got a new thing. Should look into getting the Wi-Fi extenders around the house. I've got what do you call it? What are those called? Something points, access points, UAPs, unified access points, in my son's room, which is up there. But the what do you call it? The thing is right there, the gateway. So agree with you. I do want to get some stuff around the house so that I can actually walk the property and still have a sweet signal to live stream, like all the way out in the backyard kind of thing. And I was talking with my IT guy, and he's like, you know what you could do? Just run, I think the internet cabling, just go straight internet, Ethernet, all the way out to the backyard with my laptop as an idea. You know, so, that's an idea, you know. But yes, I do run the cable. So, all right, let's see here. Edge, yes. So the new hobby, we'll talk about that. Live unboxing before Justin goes on at 8. All right, roger that. Maybe I'll do it at around 7 p.m. or so, 6:30 or 7 p.m. I'll prep the space for it. But I started playing Fortnite, Edge. Yes. Would I venture? Should I, or could I venture to say that I'm a gamer now? I don't know. But Yeah. My whole house is all wired Ethernet. Yeah, me too. And that's all I had to do was change out the whole house was wired with Ethernet and regular telephone cable, but the telephone cables are all made with RJ5 Cat5 cable. And all I had to do was change out the plugs, terminate it with the Cat5 plugs, what RJ5s or RJ11s. I forgot the terminology. I knew it when I was doing it then, but how many years ago was that? Right? But yeah, so yeah, I got a new toy to support both hobbies, so to speak. But RJ45, there you go, bro. So my PC that I live stream from, it's actually on Ethernet, and then right now we're Wi-Fi. But I just got a new cable modem because the live stream cut out on me when I was repairing my my drone backpack, my drone EDC backpack. In the middle of it, and I was like, are you kidding me? And so they sold me on a new router from Cox Communications. They're like, oh yeah, your router's 3 years old and you're due for a new one. And I was like, what? It's only 3 years old. You know, I mean, how is it that it live streams great? I can play Fortnite great, but now all of a sudden I have zero internet. So yeah, I would like to see what you're talking about with the plugs, because I believe we have phone things all around this house. I'm not sure how you changed out the plug. I cut the plug out, and then I've got a crimper tool that has that RJ45 plug, and I put it on there. And there's, I think, 6 wires in Cat5 cable, Cat6, Cat7, Cat8 cable, I think they got now, that when you plug it, when you take those 6 cables, right, you line it up as appropriate into the RJ45 plug, crimp it down, and now you've got yourself an RJ45 an Ethernet cable plug. And that all depends on the wiring that you've already had. And if it's a relatively new house, you may already have Cat5 cabling for telephone wires, you know. So RJ11 phone has 6 and the RJ45 is 8. Okay, 8 cables. 8 cables versus the 6. I thought the telephone cables were 4. But again, it's been X number of years since I did that. But yeah, I bought the crimper tool from Home Depot. I bought the kit with all the RJ45 plugs, and both male and female, so that all I had to do is install it into the, install them, and it was pretty easy. They only use 4, but they come with 6. Check. This house was built in the 70s. You may not have the Cat5 cabling then. You would, if anything, you'd have to run new cables, because you in order to have Ethernet, you need a minimum, I think, Cat4 cabling. I mean, if you could always rerun wires depending on, and just run it along the baseboards as opposed to having to cut through and wire, and cut into the headers and the studs of your house. I actually did that at the very first house that I bought in 2000. It was only wired with the telephone cable wiring, but I rewired the whole house, at least for the rooms that I wanted to have Ethernet in, with Cat5 back then. Cat4 will work, but that is only 100 MGS, megs per second. Megabytes per second, yeah, for sure. But Edge FPV, thanks for hanging out, bro. Appreciate you. Dusty, thanks for hanging out as well. You guys are awesome. But yeah, I'll unbox this new toy. Probably around, what's it good for you guys? I mean, I assume that it'll just be you guys that are gonna watch it anyway, since you want to see it. My new toy, and so. I mean, 6:30, 7 o'clock might be. What time is it now? 5:13. I kind of want to get a couple games of Fortnite in before I play. 7 o'clock it is. 7 o'clock it is. We'll go 7 o'clock, Dusty. Maybe what I'll do is I'll set the live stream up now to schedule for later, kind of thing, and I'll do it from my home PC. So we've got the A cam, top view cam, maybe even the Prism Live cam, like I did the other day, where it would actually. I'm not gonna fly it outside because it'll be too dark by then, but I'll turn it on inside the house, which I'm not allowed to do, but my wife is on a business trip. I'm not allowed to fly drones inside the house anymore. Yeah. So, gentlemen, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go ahead and say adios at this time, or if not adios, until we meet again, or until we see you later on at 7 p.m. this evening. Thanks for. Oh, I hit this. I hit the ceiling, which hit the wall, which hit the ground with this loudest boom you could ever hear. It was a 3-inch drone. 3-inch drone with propeller guards. It was a Skylight, the Rotor Riot Skylight drone I built, and it would make the loudest sound. My son came running down from downstairs. My wife was like, "What?" They both were like, "What the hell was that?" I'm standing there holding my drone behind my back like I did something wrong, which, you know, I'm a grown man, crying out loud. Why? Right? But yeah, she's like, "You're not allowed to fly drones inside the house anymore." So, and I know she's not watching, so because she's working still right now. I assume she's still working and not watching. She'll see this later and be like, "You're a dipshit, dude." But all right, cool. I'm gonna go eat a snack, play a couple games of Fortnite, which, you know, for me, I played the long game for the VR, the Victory Royale. So I play the long game and feed Maggie, and then we'll do the live stream. But I'll set that up now so that maybe, I notice I don't get a lot of watchers because I'm very impromptu with my streams, you know, but maybe if I set it up to schedule later, we'll have some more folks hang out with us. So, gentlemen, should jump onto Justin's stream tonight. Avata in the house. Yeah, no kidding, right? I kind of want to fly my Avata inside the house. The first time I flew the Avata inside the house, it went straight up and stuck to the ceiling. Was not happy about that. In fact, because sometimes you're on when other people are on live. Yeah, and I understand that 100%. In fact, I know that Paul Murray goes on at 5 p.m. and he's on right now, so I'm competing with that viewership as well, which is cool. You know, I mean, like I said, I'm just impromptu. Folks like my live streams are so short, people will listen in afterwards as well, assuming they want to hear what I have to say. Paul is always alive twice a day. Yeah, no kidding, right? No kidding, he is. I actually listened in on his live stream to work this morning, just because I was pressured to. Oh wow, the sun is starting to shine. Here, check it out, real quick. Switch camera. Barely breaking through, but it's 5:17. I don't think we'll get anything good as the sunshine goes for a sunset this afternoon, you know, so yeah. All right, Dusty, I'll catch you guys later on. Edge FPV, thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys at 7 p.m. All right, thank you. We will see you guys later. Bye. And okay, and end, and X, and okay.